Well, hello everyone. Todd Gackey with the Family Foundation. I'm joined by Josh Hetzler, our legislative counsel, and we are wrapping up the fourth week of the General Assembly session, and this week has actually been a pretty good week. In fact, today we saw two important bills pass out of the House Education Committee. The first one is a bill that would protect female sports. It would make sure that biological males cannot participate in female athletics at both the K through 12 and the collegiate levels. You've probably seen the videos, you've seen the pictures where biological males are taking places away from females, also causing injury to some females, and this is an effort to try and make sure we put in place important protections for our female athletes here in Virginia. But another important bill is Sage's Law. Josh, can you tell us a little bit about that bill?
Yeah, this bill passed 11-10 in the House Education Committee this morning. House Bill 2432, known as Sage's Law, also the Parents' Right to Know bill. And this was named after a girl named Sage who was in Appomattox County this past year. Many of you have heard about this story, but she was, the school kept her parents from knowing about her transgender identity at school. She was bullied. She was ultimately ran away and sex trafficked, and then kept away from her parents, who were said to be abusive for not affirming her transgender identity. So a nightmare situation, but something that is representative of what is happening to actually many parents, more and more parents all the time in Virginia and across the country. So this bill sought to make sure that parents have to be notified if their child is identifying as a different gender at school, and that they can't talk to counselors without parents knowing about those things, and also that parents can't be considered abusive for simply affirming their child's biological sex. So we've had a lot of action on this one. We're thrilled that it did pass today, and we're hoping that this means it'll get through the full House and onto the Senate.
Yeah, a very important bill, critical. Earlier this week, I also want to let you know that efforts to commercialize marijuana, putting a pot shop on every corner in Virginia, failed in the House. There is still a vehicle that's coming out, a bill that's coming out of the Senate that we have to be aware of. But efforts to push back on this this overall effort to legalize and commercialize marijuana is hitting some roadblocks, and so we're going to just keep praying for us on that issue. We also want to let you know about next week, February 8th is going to be our Parents' Rights Day. It's a lobby day where parents will come to Virginia, to the Capitol here in Richmond, and lobby their legislators on important parental rights bills, including bills like Sage's Law. And so mark that on your calendars. Tell your friends and neighbors about that day. February 8th is Parents' Rights Lobby Day. So thank you so much for joining. Until next week.